All right, let's talk about that weird, uncanny feeling. You know the one that makes you stop and question everything you thought you knew about time. Yep, we're diving into déjà vu. Let's get right into it.
Okay, picture this. You walk into a coffee shop you've never been to before. Order a drink you've never tried. And as you sit down, a stranger walks in. And suddenly, everything just freezes. You know that smell in the air. You recognize the chime of the door. And you just know what that person is about to do. It's this overwhelming, kind of dizzying feeling. And there's just one thought hammering in your head. I have been here before.
Yeah, that is déjà vu. It's a French term. It means already seen. But that definition, it doesn't even come close to capturing that profound, honestly, sometimes creepy feeling that comes with it. So what is this glitch, really? Is it just our brain messing with us? Or is it something way, way deeper? Okay, so for a feeling this weird, you'd think the explanation would be complicated, right? Well, science actually has a surprisingly straightforward answer. This is the official story, the one that, keeps our feet planted firmly on the ground. It's a theory they call dual processing, and the idea is pretty simple. Your brain, just for a split second, kind of hiccups. See, one stream of information gets delayed, just for a millisecond, so your brain gets the same input twice. The first time, it's just you seeing it, but the second time, your brain gets confused and logs it as a memory. It's a neat, tidy explanation, right? Just a little filing error in your brain. But here's the thing, that just doesn't feel right, does it? A simple brain error doesn't really explain how intense it feels. It doesn't explain that deep, unsettling feeling, like you know what's coming next. Why does a glitch feel less like a mistake and more like a message, To really get to the bottom of this, we have to ask a bigger question. What if the problem isn't our brains at all? What if the problem is how we think about time itself? Albert Einstein himself said it. So if time isn't the straight line we think it is, then maybe these glitches aren't glitches at all. Maybe they're glimpses of what's really going on. And that idea, it opens the door to three absolutely fascinating, mind-bending theories from the world of quantum physics. And these theories might just explain what's really happening when you get déjà vu. All right, first up, we've got something called the block universe. Now, this theory says that time isn't flowing like a river. Instead, every single moment that has ever happened and ever will happen, I'm talking from the Big Bang to the very end of the universe, it all already exists, it's all there, all at once. The best way to think about it is like this. Picture all of time as a giant loaf of bread. The whole loaf, past, present, future, it just exists. Now your consciousness, it's just experiencing one slice at a time. That slice is what you call the present. So in this theory, déjà vu is what happens when your slice, your now, for just a second, touches a future slice. You're not remembering the past. You are, and get this, you are literally remembering the future. Okay, our next theory, it's a lot darker. This one comes from the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. And he came up with this terrifying thought experiment called eternal recurrence. And it goes like this. What if this life you're living right now isn't the first time? What if you are destined to repeat it, every single detail, every joy, every heartbreaking mistake, over and over and over again for eternity? Now, if that's real, then déjà vu isn't a glitch. Not at all. It's a checkpoint. It's a moment where your current self remembers one of the countless other times you've been in this exact same spot, living this exact same moment. This old idea gets a pretty cool modern update with simulation theory. The idea that we're living inside a computer simulation? Well, if that's true, déjà vu could be the feeling of the system reloading a save point. And think about it, it often happens right before something chaotic or important. So, could it be that in the last loop, you didn't survive? And this feeling is just the system giving you another shot? And for our third possibility, let's talk about the multiverse. This is a wild one. Quantum mechanics suggests that with every single choice you make, no matter how small, reality literally splits. It creates a whole new parallel timeline where another version of you made the opposite choice. Let's make this super personal. Think about a big life decision you made, okay? In our universe, you took the job. But in a parallel universe, another you turned it down, and their life went down a totally different path. The crazy part is, both of those realities are equally real, and they're both happening right now. So what happens if these timelines, which are supposed to run parallel, what if they sometimes get a little too close? What if they vibrate and touch? Well, déjà vu could be that exact moment. It's you briefly syncing up with another version of you. You're feeling the echo of their life in yours, a little ghost of the path not taken.
Okay, so we've got these three huge, mind-bending ideas: a future that's already written, a life on repeat, or echoes from a parallel world. But these aren't just cool things to think about. They all suggest déjà vu is a signal. So the real question becomes, what are you supposed to do when you feel it?
So, the next time that wave of strange familiarity washes over you, don't just shake it off and keep going. Stop. Seriously, pay attention. Because the universe, or the simulation, or another you might be trying to tell you something really important about this specific moment. Think of it like this. You are at a crossroads, and you have to trust your gut. If that déjà vu feeling comes with a sense of dread, like a warning bell is going off, change what you're doing right now. Turn right instead of left. Don't hit send on that text. Break the loop. But if it comes with this deep sense of peace, of calm, of rightness, then you know you are exactly where you need to be. You're on the right path. Some people call this the golden timeline.
Up until now, we've been talking about déjà vu as this really personal thing, right? A glitch in your reality. But what if it's not just personal? What happens when these glitches start happening to everyone, all at once?
I mean, think about it. If our own minds can glitch, if we can remember the future or relive the past or feel echoes from other versions of our lives,
then what in the world does it mean when millions of people all share the exact same wrong memory? A memory of a famous movie line that was never actually said, or a historical event that never happened that way. This isn't just one person's brain having a hiccup. This is a collective glitch in reality itself.
This phenomenon actually has a name. It's called the Mandela effect, and it suggests that maybe, just maybe, our shared reality isn't nearly as solid as we think.
We are diving deep into all the undeniable proof in our next breakdown. So, you know what to do? Click it. Unless, of course, you've already seen it in the next life.